Hello everybody, I'm Simon Pimenta and today I'm talking to Marion Colledge, who is a medical herbalist. Hello Marion.
Hello.
Tell everybody where you are in the world.
I'm in London at the moment. Southeast London. I practice in two places near here, and at the moment I'm just at home.
Excellent. Okay, good. So today, Marion, I'd like to talk to you about ashwagandha.
Hmm.
When I had ME chronic fatigue syndrome, I saw a doctor who was trained in nutritional medicine and he diagnosed adrenal exhaustion.
Mm.
And that made a lot of sense to me because I was feeling very tired and wired. It was as if I was drinking coffee 24/7,
Mm.
and any stimulus would leave me feeling exhausted. Even
Mm.
if I had a fright, or I couldn't even watch television like football, because it was too stimulating, and it would just make me feel really tired afterwards. And
Okay.
taking the ashwagandha really helped because I started to feel calm rather than continuously exhausted. So I thought it'd be really interesting just to have a chat with you, given what you do. So I've got some questions for you. So the first question is, can you just explain what ashwagandha is?
Yes. Well, it's a shrub. It's a hardy shrub that is native to India. So it's actually its first medicinal use was in Ayurvedic medicine.
Mm-hmm.
It's known here also as winter cherry. So that's where it comes from.
Okay. And what does it do? Why should someone take it?
Well, it's got a few medicinal compounds or constituents. The two main ones really are alkaloids, which are calming, and antispasmodic, which is where you get the sort of calming effect from. The other main constituents are steroidal lactones. These have a number of effects,
Mm-hmm.
partly hepatoprotective, cardioprotective. They help memory. They are anti-inflammatory. So this plant actually has quite a wide variety of indications.
What was the first one you said before
Alkaloids.
alkaloids? But the protective, you said
Oh,
cardioprotective.
hepatoprotective. That
What
means
is?
liver
Oh,
protective.
okay, okay,
So it's
okay.
very useful if you have long-term liver damage, or also if people are on a lot of medication and afterwards want to help rid their body of all the toxins really that have
Right,
accumulated.
okay. And so, any other thoughts about who should take it?
I mean,
Obviously, I've mentioned people with ME, chronic fatigue syndrome,
mm,
people with adrenal exhaustion.
yes, I mean it's what we call an adaptogenic herb, which
Hmm.
is a herb that helps the body deal with the stress response really.
Right,
So it's really useful for anybody who has problems caused by stress, anxiety, insomnia, that kind of thing. It's also really helpful for depleted and exhausted states. So after a long illness or after serious illness, it's sometimes used alongside cancer treatment to help people just keep up vitality.
right.
It's used for things like osteo and rheumatoid arthritis because of its anti-inflammatory effects. It's actually got quite a wide range of uses.
Okay. And how should someone take it? In what
So it can
form?
be it can be taken as a tincture or a tea.
Uh-huh.
If you take it as a tincture, you can be a bit more specific with the dosage. So that's the sort of advantage of that.
Right.
Um, Tea is equally good in terms of its potency, but just a little bit, you have to take a lot more, and it's a bit more difficult to know exactly how much you're getting in terms of the constituents.
Right. Okay. And when I took it, I used to take it as a capsule or a powder.
Okay.
Is
Yeah.
that something you recommend?
Well, that's also absolutely, yes. That's just not the form I use, but
Yeah. Yeah.
it's absolutely available in those forms as well. Yeah.
Right. Okay. And how long should one take it for? Is it
I
something
mean,
you can take continuously, or should you have a break from it?
you can take. There have been some studies, and there has been the risk of toxicity is very, very low
Yeah.
for this herb. So it's safe long term. So it has been deemed to be safe. So really, it can be taken for as long as the symptoms prevail and,
Right.
and until the symptoms subside, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what sort of results would you expect from someone's taking it? How long do you think? Is there any sort of time frame about how long it would take before you noticed differences?
I mean, it really depends what the person is taking it for and what's causing. So, for example, if it's for anxiety or for, caused by stress, then there are just a lot of other factors to take into consideration. So, it's really difficult to say, but probably as a guideline, maybe about a month of regular intake.
Right.
Should 2 to 4 weeks, you should start to feel some improvement. But again, it's often, it's difficult to tell.
Yeah. No, I asked because, when I took it, I started to notice a difference within a few days, and definitely a
Okay.
significant difference within the first week, and the shift was dramatic. And is there anyone who shouldn't take it?
Well, the main sort of contraindication is someone who's on sleeping medication, because it can potentiate the effects of that. So that's the only herb drug interaction that has been found on the herb. I mean, I would probably say if you're pregnant or if you're planning to give it to children, it might be worth seeing a health professional, just to monitor.
Yeah.
And to also get some advice on the right dosage, but it's not contraindicated for that.
And so, from what you've said, sounds like people shouldn't really note any side effects from taking it.
Not really. I mean, I think some nausea and some stomach upsets have been reported in very rare cases.
Right.
So that might be something to look out for, but it's it's rare.
Yeah. Okay. So just going back to, say, someone with ME, chronic fatigue syndrome, is feeling exhausted and maybe feeling a bit stressed. Is it something, obviously you can buy it online. Is it something that people should or could just go and buy online, or is it something, do you think, that they should have a consultation with someone like yourself, a medical herbalist or naturopath or whatever? What's your thoughts about that?
I mean, yes, you can just buy it online. My thought would be that if you see somebody and have a in-depth consultation, there might be other herbs that can be combined with the ashwagandha, which can then potentiate the effect. So you might just get a bit more out of it if you see a professional, and then take it, accordingly.
Okay. And anything else you think anyone should consider, if they're thinking, oh, maybe, I should have a look into taking ashwagandha, having a consultation with a medical herbalist?
Sure. I mean, I would always be really careful about where to buy the herbs from. So make sure you're buying from a reputable brand.
Yeah.
And buy good quality herb, because if you're buying something, spending a lot of money, and it hasn't got the right constituents or not enough of them, then you won't actually get the benefits. So it's always worth checking, with a professional at least, about what brand to buy, or where to get it from. And in terms of, if you go and see a herbalist, make sure it's someone who's properly qualified. So if you go to the National Institute of Medical Herbalists website, you find a register of qualified therapists there.
Right. Excellent. Okay. And if someone wanted to talk to you, how do they find you, Marion?
I currently practice at the Honor Oak Wellness Rooms in Honor Oak Park, and at the Little Escape in Crystal Palace. So that's 2 places, or you can contact me directly as well.
And you're You've got a website, haven't you? What's
I
the
do,
website?
yes. Yeah. So that's just marioncollege.com.
Okay, I'll put the link below this video so people can find you if they want to.
Okay.
And do you one other question? Do you do consultations just face to face, or do you do consultations via Skype?
I do them via Skype sometimes as well,
Right.
yeah.
Okay.
And
Okay.
I've done telephone consultations before as well, although it's always better to see the person.
Yeah. Okay. So I think that's been very helpful, and it's just given me, certainly I've learned a little bit more about the herb. So if anyone thinks that this is something that might help them, look into it. Get in touch with Marion if you want to, and I hope you found that helpful. Thanks for your time, Marion.
Okay, you're welcome.
Okay,
Nice
and bye for now. Maybe we'll have another conversation about adrenal exhaustion.
Great. Okay.
All right. Bye
All
for
right.
now.
Thank you. Bye.